I spent the majority of my time in a library when I was younger, just playing RuneScape as a kid. Now my YouTube channel is all about RuneScape. RuneScape has really been a big part of my life. Today I'm going to attempt to continue that escape into the RuneScape world by trying to get a new Ironman to the Tombs of Amascut. I'm not using very many guides or efficient methods, but I plan on doing one thing: finishing this goal.
Stop trying so hard. You can't wait for failure.
I can try.
You think you can do this without me? You can only fail. Me or failure.
No! Before this series, I was known for teaching others how to complete raids and making people want to runecraft. Every day, as I gain more and more popularity from these videos, I think to myself, man, I still haven't done what so many others have. I haven't made a series. Well, that's not totally fair. I've made series in the past, like this rebuilding series, Get Rich or Die Trying, but I'm sorry, I didn't finish it. I got a twisted belt early in the episodes and just gave up. Giving up is so much easier than continuing on a hard grind, for me. It's just way easier to give up. Now, a lot of us can go on and on about why it's so difficult to complete a hard grind, but one big reason for me is that I've never been able to keep a large amount of gold on my main account in order to complete a series. I have this issue where I'll buy something for maybe 10% higher than what the item is worth, just to get it instantly, just so I can go on my live stream and do whatever content I'm trying to complete. And sometimes on that very same day, I'll sell something for far lower and at a loss. Why are you even rushing to Tombs of Amascut? Well, the simplest reason is because I just need a goal. And without a goal, I wouldn't have a reason to do anything worthwhile on the account. It's also the easiest raid to do because of the invocation system. So because of the invocation system, you have the ability to do an entry, normal, or expert level raid, and even those can have varying difficulties. So I plan on getting it to level 50, doing that raid, and considering this series completed. So if I'm able to complete that, then I'll think about doing more series where I go further in depth on this account and get more and more things unlocked. First I'll do a 50, then 150, then 300, and so on, until I feel like going to Chambers of Xeric. If I amass enough supplies, it shouldn't be too hard to transition the account from one raid to the next, and I'll give you guys the progress along the way. Rushing to Tombs of Amascut is going to require a lot of planning, so there may end up being detours as I figure out how I want to maneuver my way to the Tombs of Amascut. First things first, I need to do some quests. I'm going to need to beat the Beneath Cursed Sands quest, contact Little Helper and Gertrude's cat at a minimum. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to complete Song of the Elves. I do not need a Bofa in order to complete a level 50 raid. And now let's talk about the things that I have done on the account. So the first thing that I did was start thieving. I had some progress already completed on the account before I decided to start making this YouTube video. So another thing that I started doing was using the money from the Stronghold of Security in order to buy a steel dagger. Then I did the Gemstone Crab quest in order to go to the Gemstone Crab, and I trained to 30 attack. Then I used the rest of the money from the Stronghold of Security in order to buy an adamant longsword and trained until I had over 60 attack, strength, and defense. You see, I was getting bored of my main account and I knew that I was going to start a new account, but I didn't know how I was going to start it or what I was going to do. So at first the account was an Ultimate Ironman, but then I downgraded it to a regular Ironman and then decided to make this series. I also trained the account while I was on a second account doing raids or teaching or streaming. And I also was watching movies, so it was really AFK. I highly recommend the Gemstone Crab to anybody who hasn't tried it yet. And whenever I felt like actually training the account, I went to Draenor. Yeah, far walk from the Gemstone Crab, I know. And once I got to Draenor, I used the new level 1 Draenor agility course to train until I got so tired that David Goggins started playing randomly in my YouTube feed.
I'm back, motherfucker! I'm back! All of this fucking solitary confinement shit got me back. Bad times. All around you is crumbling. And all those have quit. Actually know who the fuck you are. I got a lot of more miles to go before I sleep. What the hell are we all waiting for to start attacking life? Waiting for the fucking stars to align? Back when I was growing up, the sun came out. All I need is a miracle. Well, guess what? That miracle ain't coming. There is no perfect time to start. You gotta start now with changing your life. We're all being tested in life. And guess what? This is one test you can't cheat on. We all have our own test. Some of us are obese. Some of us are depressed. Some of us are insecure.
And I ended up in Al-Kharid, running, just like him in the video. It gave me the motivation to keep going. I traveled from Al-Kharid all the way to Varrock, doing nothing but agility. Then I found myself looking for coins. The reason I needed coins was so I could go to the Brimhaven agility arena. I only needed 200, so I quickly got that and then started getting cakes. I took the cakes to the Brimhaven agility arena and started training and training and training. Eventually, the Twitch chat told me about the agility pyramid, and that was a great way for me to get some coins and agility experience at the same time. So I went there with some water skins and desert robes on, and the next thing you know, I had 300,000 coins. I used the coins in order to buy a rune pickaxe, a rune chain body, and a rune plate body. Instead of buying just a rune pickaxe, I went to Falador and went underground, found some dwarves, and then bought one of every single pickaxe. I started training my mining to 41 and then went to the Guardians of the Rift. But before I could do that, I needed to complete the Abyss mini quest, giving me level 9 rune crafting. I took what little mining level I had, got some pure essence, and crafted one full inventory of earth runes, giving me level 10, the level that I needed in order to do the Guardians of the Rift quest, Temple of the Eye. Once I completed the quest, I started gaining runecrafting levels so rapidly, I forgot that this account was about getting the Tombs of Amascut. There was really not a reason for me to train runecrafting, but it was just so much fun that I had to include it in the video. I really enjoy Guardians of the Rift. Please play Guardians of the Rift. Even if you AFK, please play Guardians of the Rift. So eventually the mining had caught up to me and I ended up falling asleep at the computer. But luckily my fiance woke me up and I realized I had done something great. I had completed the first episode of my RuneScape series, The Road to Tombs of Amascut.